Hey gang, what is up? Specialist Jones back with another video, and yes, I have switched to Apex Legends for content creation. I'll be making weekly videos to help you improve at Apex Legends, just as it did in Call of Duty. If you're new here, guys, consider subscribing for weekly Apex Legends content. I would greatly appreciate it. In today's video, I'm going to give you some tips that are going to help you win more gunfights, which hopefully lead to more kills and ultimately more wins. I do want to mention this. I do stream on Twitch. Link will be in the description below. Also follow me on Twitter because it's my most active social media. Also join the Discord server. It is completely set up to help you find people to play with Apex and overall help with Apex Legends. Alright, on to the video. Okay, first tip of the video, and that is hip firing. It is so good in Apex Legends. I see so many people try ADS when they were super close to someone, and most of the time it hurts them rather than helps them. Hip firing is so efficient in the game and allows you for better movement as well. Do not fall into the trap of having to aim down your gun every single time you get in a fight, because it is not worth it. Hip firing is absolutely incredible in this game. I've actually hip fired when I probably could have aimed down sights, and I've killed people with it. Always remember, use hip firing efficiently because it is great. Okay, second tip here, only engage in fights where the weapons you have benefit you. What I mean by that is, don't take a close range gunfight when you're running the Sentinel and Havoc. Yes, you can win these close range gunfights with Sentinel and Havoc. I'm just saying, play to your advantage. You're putting yourself at a disadvantage when you run into a close range gunfight and you have a Sentinel and a Havoc. It doesn't make really much sense. Obviously, if you have an R99 and a Mastiff, a close range gunfight makes sense, where a long range gunfight doesn't. Don't play to the advantage of other players. Play to your style on the guns that you use and the guns that you have. Okay, third tip here. Always, if possible, maintain high ground. It is so much easier to fight someone looking down on them than looking up at them. Also, if you're above, it's a lot easier to disengage if you're in a fight. It just makes things a lot easier. When you're looking down at someone, it's so much easier to engage them. And like you said, if you have your ultimate, like a Bangalore or something like that, it's so much easier to throw it down and then let them worry about running away, and you can actually trace them from up top. It's so much easier. If possible, always maintain high ground. Okay, fourth tip here, use the environment to your advantage. There's so many times where I've been in a close gunfight and I'm able to either heal or reload behind cover that is given to me within the game. Use doors, chairs, tables, even your own teammates' knockdown shields. I've been in plenty of fights where teammates knock. I crouch behind them, they pop their shield behind them, and I'm in a fight and I can reload, or even, possibly not heal because I'm just behind a teammate's shield, but reload definitely. And I can get behind them and I can take less damage and then engage in the gunfight again. Use all of these things to your advantage. There's so many people that just try to run out in the open and they try to just strafe their way out of everything. Use the environment that's given to you and use it to your advantage to be able to heal, and not only heal, but just reload. Just get a quick second behind a wall, peek behind it, reload, come back, hit fire them, get the kill. Just use the environment to your advantage, guys. Okay, fifth tip here. Don't be a hero. It took me forever to realize this and not be a hero, but in a gunfight, if you're weak, take the time to heal fully before entering a gunfight. You are literally no use to your teammates at 50 HP. While you could fully heal and be at 150 HP or even greater than that. Be patient, heal up, and then re-engage. There's been so many times where I'm not patient at all. I try to be a hero, I go in and die. And then there's been plenty of times where I actually learn that I don't need to be a hero. I go in, I heal up fully, come back, re-engage the team, and then I win the fight, pick my teammates up or whoever it may be. Or if my teammates aren't even down, just come back in the fight where I'm actually useful to my teammates. Okay guys, so make sure, be patient, don't be a hero, heal up if you need to, then re-engage in the fight. Okay, sixth tip here, always know where all members of the enemy team are before taking a fight. If you do not know where all the members are, you're risking being shot in the back or from the side before you do any real damage in a fight. This has happened to me before, trust me, it is terrible. You go after one person, you see one person, you down that one person, the two other teammates are behind somewhere, they throw nades, they down one or two of you, and it's awful. Make sure you know where all of the members are on the enemy team before you engage so you are not caught off guard. Okay, tip number 7 here, never forget to move while you are fighting. I've seen so many people get in fights and they don't move, so remember to jump, strafe back and forth, air strafe, and just make your movements unpredictable so you don't have an easy gunfight for your opponent that is on the other side of you. I've seen too many people standing still and they get headshotted by the hemlock 3 times and the fight's over. Make sure that you guys move while you're fighting, always, even if you're aiming in, hip firing, whatever it may be, make sure you're moving. Even when you're sniping, make sure you're moving, okay? Now, moving on to tip number 8, approach fights from different angles. If you were outside of a building and somebody's in and you shoot through a window, do not just run through that bottom door and chase them upstairs. Run up the side of the wall, go up to the upstairs door and fight them on that floor. Don't just run through the bottom of the door and go up the stairs. It's very predictable. Make sure you fight from different angles. This goes for cover as well. So if you're behind cover, say a rock or a building, don't just peek from that same right side. Especially if you're at a different long-range gunfight, make sure that you go to the other side of that cover or go somewhere else and fight them from a different angle. You do not want to be predictable in this game because people pre-aim and they pre-fire, and it's not a good idea. So make sure that you're using different angles and mixing it up in your fights. Okay, one last bonus tip for you guys here. If possible, always try to peek your angles from the right side. The reason for this is every single character and gun model has the gun on the right side of the screen. If you peek from the left side, you're exposing your body without being able to shoot your gun. So make sure that you're peeking from the right angle, so that way when you peek, your gun's already out and you can shoot. If you peek from the left, your body's exposed before you can actually pull the trigger and shoot the gun. Anyway, I hope these tips help. Don't forget, if you did enjoy the video, to like, subscribe for weekly Apex Legends content. Also remember, I do stream on Twitch, link will be in the description down below, and make sure to follow me on Twitter. That is my most active social media, and join our Discord server to find a great Apex community, guys. Alright, now, thanks gang, I'm out, peace.